Hey, it's Adele from Let's Get Inkie, and today welcome to the Illustrated Library, where I show you some cool art books that I love and that I get inspired by. And this is a new one that I have wanted for a couple of years. This I got from Kinokuniya, there's the name of the store there, and it was pricey, it was $50. But I spotted it last time I was down at that bookshop and I fell in love with it, but I had already bought a different, I think I had bought a gardening book, like a permaculture book, and so I didn't have anything left in the budget. So I thought, oh, you know, if I really want it, I can order it online or whatever. And I haven't been able to stop thinking about it, and so I got it. Now there's a couple of them. There's London, there's, do they have the other ones in here? Maybe not. There's a Paris one, which interestingly was $75 and this one was $50, so I went with this one. But basically it's urban sketching, so it is a nice thick chunky book, and it came covered from the bookshop, which is always a nice thing. So I should tell you the name of it. London Shopfronts by Joel Holland, words by Rosie Hewitson, and the forward is by Chef Asma Khan. So this book is just gorgeous. If you are looking for inspiration on urban sketching, particularly like cities and out and about, this is absolutely perfect. So it goes through all of the places. We won't go through the whole thing, but I just really like the style of the illustrations because they're coloured. A lot of books that I found on urban sketching, they were just black and white, and I really like to add a bit of colour in my urban sketching. A lot of these seem to be with pen or like a texture style. I also like to use paints and watercolours and gouache and coloured pencils and Posca paint pens as well. But this book is just a stunning collection of all different places in London, and I just love them. I'm a sucker for maps, but I'm also a sucker for drawings of buildings, and I think this artist was really able to capture the detail without being too detailed. Like this one, they've used some spray paints down the bottom here, or a spraying technique, and you can tell that it's a old school building, but they've only used minimal lines to get that look. I also like that it gives you a bit of information on the places as well, and there's maps. So each page follows along a different place, and you could look at this book for hours and continue to find new things in each of the pictures. I think that it's nice that there's a variety of new places as well as the more historical buildings. And like I said, it was the colour that really got me with this one. So this was a must when we went down recently. Oh, and I love this with the greenery. Oh, I love that. So this was my number one pick for when we recently went down to this bookshop in Sydney. If you haven't been to Kinokuniya, please go. It is the most magnificent bookshop I have ever been in. It reminds me of old school Borders. If you are an Aussie peep, there was just, I wish Borders was still around. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So this one was a definite winner, and next time I might be adding the Paris one to the collection as well. I did get one more. So I also picked up this one, which I hadn't seen previously. So it's called Paris Sketchbook, L'Édition du Pacifique. How's my French accent there? I did French for 3 years in school, I think. Was it 3? Yes, I took it as an elective in year 9 and 10. But it's all of my French has gone out the window. So excuse me butchering the name of that. And there were so many of these. So this one was $65.98. So again, they're pricey books because they're art books, and that's unfortunately how they come. But this one was a little bit more painty, and there were probably about at least 6 or 7 in by this company, by this person. And I picked Paris because it had, I just felt like it had a different variety of buildings than the other one that I bought, and I wanted a bit of a difference, not have the same thing. This one had a lot more greenery in it, whereas the other one didn't really. So right away, this is just beautiful. I would hang that on my wall if I could. This paper as well, if you're a bit of a paper book snob, very nice quality. It feels like a sketchbook. It's like a thick cottony textury paper. But this book goes through and it has a lot of text with it, probably more text than the other one. But I really like that they've paired this like handwritten font, or is it actual handwriting? No, I think it's actual handwriting. There you go. How they've paired that with the illustrations. And I really like things like this where you can see this building is quite realistic as how the artist has done it, but this tree is just the outline, and I really like the match of that in urban sketching. Now these more historical buildings have a lot more detail to them, and this is a skill that I do not have. I am not good at this type of thing yet, but it is a skill that I would love to learn and develop, and that's why we buy the books, so that we can get inspiration from them and experiment, and that's how the story goes. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. But I would love to continue to grow my collection of this series. I did write down the other ones that I liked. I think there was one on a different European city. It might have been somewhere in Germany or Sweden, one of those. And I really enjoyed the pictures that were in that. But I love books that are like this, that have pictures and feel like you're looking at a sketchbook. So they've got the handwriting, they've got the drawings. If you have any books in your collection that are like this, please let me know. Or any art books that you love to draw inspiration from. I would love to do a video using this kind of style as inspiration. Like this, see how this is only like half done, but it's done, but it's the style that they've drawn it in. I love that, and that's something that I haven't really had a play with before. But this one is definitely more of a realistic style and a more painty style, whereas the other one is more pen and pencil, I would say. But my little urban sketching book, where is it? If I was my urban sketching book, where would I be? One moment, please. So I have a couple that I've just dabbled in. This is a Winsor & Newton little one, and I usually take this when we go away. And you can see I've only just dabbled. Violet helped me with this one. I've got to finish it off. And Arch helped me with this one. But I've only just dabbled, and as you can see, my skills are nowhere near those of the artists of these incredible books. But it's something that I enjoy that's different from, you know, scrapbooking or art journaling. This is another little one that I started. We went to the Japanese gardens, and so I drew a koi fish, and Arch drew one too. I like koi fish. I love his little writing. And then I do like this, how I took the Polaroid and then did a little sketch of the hotel that we stayed at. Went to Hamilton Island, and did a few things. I love this kind of style with the mixture of the watercolor and the colored pencils. And then I was trying to do, you know, some sketchy little bits over this side and the main paints and things that I used. And then another one here. So it is something that I mostly do when we go away, in all honesty. Like, this was a girls' trip. This was Aaron and I going to Melbourne together, and then this is an adventure out with Archie. So it's not something that I remember to pick up very often, and I would like to change that. I might take you on an adventure at some point, and we might go out and about, out in the wild, maybe when it's spring, because we're in winter at the moment, and the weather is very rainy. We're dealing with heaps of rain. But I just thought I'd show you a couple of the new books that I have, and if you're interested in that type of thing, some inspiration that you might want to look up. Like I said, there is a whole collection. Do they say how many there are in the collection? No. No, they don't. But I would like to get some of the other ones because I really like this style. I like the shop fronts of the other one, the fact that they're shop fronts, but I more so like the style, the painty style of the other one. So that's just a little looky, something a bit different today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow with another one. Bye!